Hello, welcome back to another stream. Ooh. This guy looks serious. This guy looks so serious that he is ready for a shift. He is, I know he is. He's ready. Got his radio. Hiya, mate. Caden Hall, hello. How are you doing? You're quite... That was quick. You alright, mate? Huh? Wanted to speak to Ghost. Yeah? Yeah? Nice and easy, Caden. Nice and easy. Take your time. It's all good. Frank Miller. What a name, Frank Miller. Let's do it. Don't forget to like some. I've not been liking you for a long time. It's not like you not to like. I had an opportunity to do some work at a museum, type of in summer, but it's quite far. Oh, so your mum did buy you a car? Well, she probably insured it. I think you would tell me about that. Or I was like pulling jokes about it, because I kind of knew what you were after at Christmas. A new day in the office. Check the available shifts. Each week, you can request up to 4 shifts by taking a day off. Ah, well. You know what? This map, right? You can see it goes on further. Like... It's kind of like restricted here, but you can see that there's more to it. You can definitely tell there's more to it. Just got to explore it, look. Alright, Sean. Welcome back, Sean. What do you think, guys? Do you want to go car patrol or foot patrol? What do you guys think? Nighttime? Daytime? Caden, so I can't really travel 2 hours plus every day for a job? For a job? Car patrol at night? Well, I've got the evening. It's the closest I've got. Good old Brighton. I'm from Brighton. I'm from Brighton. Where you from, love? I'm from Brighton. Gotta get the train up here to Liverpool, and then we got to change, and then go back home to Brighton. That's right. That's what you got to do. You got to go up and down again to go to Brighton. Got to go up and down, lass. All right. All right. But this is the American Brighton. In this Brighton, everyone's crackers. Everyone's absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I'm glad you're alright though, Sean. Brighton seems like... Oh, well, I've been there loads of times in England, but this Brighton, not a clue. 500,000 people? What's that? Like, same amount of people are in Leeds? It's like 700,000 people in Leeds, I think. Newcastle's got a lot. That's more than Glasgow. It is. Let's start the shift. There we go. Now we're dressed for it.
We have a traffic stop that requires taking care of.
Alright.
This area has high criminal activity. Ready yourself to show some police presence.
I can take that.
You're taking too long. Sending another unit.
Is it? Grand Theft Auto with mirrors.
Available to transport an arrestee to the nearest police station?
Leave it to me.
Don't forget to indicate. Your dad? Ooh. Mainly involves women, that. I nearly got, a while ago, I was dressed really nice in a club, and I was wearing, 90s attire. I had like a Kappa jacket on. I had this like red shirt, jeans with Batman Converse, right? And I was dressed like kind of loose but smart. I had my hair like in a ponytail, and this girl, like, she must have been about 20, 21, and I was like talking to her, and like literally I must have been lost, like talking to her, like just like lost, and then remember looking up and there was like 3 dudes that were just like looking at me like I'm not exactly like the biggest of dudes, like I'm just a normal guy. And like I was like, do you know those 3? Like, I said, don't look. I said, there's like 3 dudes. She's like, is there? I was like, yeah. She's like, let's go upstairs. Like, let's go upstairs. Like, are you sure? It's like, I can't go anywhere. Like, any problems? Like, any issues? Like, I can't go anywhere. It's like no. She's like, I said they won't let them up there. They won't let them up. Watch. I was like, right. So he walks with the light. It's like these 2 bouncers there. It's just like led us upstairs, like this curly stairs. Then these 3 lads, when they came out, they wouldn't let him up. Like, there was like this scuffle downstairs. She couldn't come up. So up there, she's like, look, there's a lift here. Like, I was like, whoa, she must. And the lift there, and then goes out. I was like, this other exit like that, and then goes to another bar. I was like, whoa, they were going to do something to me there in that city. Like, I'd never been. I think it was Lancaster. Like, beautiful. I can't even go out, right? I can't even go out and enjoy an evening connecting with a potential encounter where, like, it's ridiculous how life works, right? Because I remember I went out with my mates as well around about 2016. There was this teacher, her name was Bethany, right? And we was in this bar, and I was wearing like a cardigan, like a jumper, and blah blah blah. And I remember she was like talking to me all night, and it's only until I went to the toilets. Even my own mate, who I'd known for about 5 years at the time, even he was starting on me because I was talking to this girl. It just doesn't matter who you're with, what you're doing. Once you start getting attention off girls and you start talking to them and you start connecting with people, I tell you something, man, like, people just are nuts these days. Like, there must be like, in cities, there must be like, I don't know about towns and I don't know about hamlets and villages. Maybe there are worse villages, I don't know. I don't know about towns either, but I know towns can be bad. But it just looks as though no matter where you go, what you do, if there's like an awesome looking female there you can potentially connect with on the evening, whether it's a date, phone number, there's always people out there that will stop you from gaining any ground with that. Like, if they can't have it, no one can. And that is the mentality of human beings, that. And if you're ever going out and you ever get lucky with a girl, man, the first thing you do is you get her away from her mates and you get away from yours. And what you do is you take your own energy and both of you enjoy the night yourselves, because everyone is just jealous. That's what I've noticed. You know, it's very rare I've gone out me and not had any issues. If I don't get any women and I go out and there's nothing, right? If there's nothing and I don't get anything, I'm just going out with the lads and I don't get any luck, no bother. No one minds. Great night, eh, Ghost? Great night. Best night ever, that, wasn't it? You know, it's alright for them to get attention. It's alright for them to talk to women. It's alright for them to go home lucky. Oh, but when Ghost does it, oh, wow, that's an issue. It's an issue, man. It's a big time issue, because you know why? Because Ghost is a nice looking guy. Ghost is an awesome guy, and that's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable. How dare you be intelligent, charming and good looking? It's not allowed. It's not allowed. Well, I'm not that charming and good looking and intelligent, but it's enough to get some kind of attention. And yeah, that seems to be whenever I've gone out. So I'm not surprised your dad got hurt, because he probably went out and someone was talking to him and someone got jealous. Even if dudes talk to you and it's someone's mate, they get jealous. They come over and just pull him away, or you know, it could be your mate you've known since school, and they could have a best mate and they'll just get jealous. Like, you can't, like, humans are just like, it's just like, whoa, man. You saw a picture of a homeless man with a Man United hat on, with a band saying I'd rather be. Oh my goodness. No, I've not heard about the football team in Inverness. Right. Right. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. The amount of... It's like when a building gets knocked down or a building gets burnt down. All they want to do, Caden, is just knock it down and put up houses. That's all they want to do. You want to knock it down and a property developer just wants to go, I want to build houses on that. I want my millions. That's why Ryan Reynolds bought, was it Wrexham? Right? So Ryan Reynolds buys Wrexham because, you know why Ryan Reynolds bought Wrexham? And I hope Ryan Reynolds is watching my stream. I mean, I don't think Ryan Reynolds would ever watch my streams, but if Ryan Reynolds is watching my streams, I'm sure Ryan Reynolds will agree with me, and he's welcome to disagree with me, that the only reason he bought Wrexham is not only because he loves Wrexham, and he loves Wales, and he loves all the shops, and he knows that the football stadium brings a lot of money into the shops and the community. He didn't want him to build them horrible houses. Ryan Reynolds looking at it going, no, I'm not having property developers building houses on this stadium ground. I'm not having property developers take away these businesses and buy these properties, these greedy property people with too much money to burn because of Mandar. You know, he's like, I'm not going to do it. So Ryan Reynolds goes, I'm buying that. I'm buying that because no one's going to buy that and knock it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Wrexham. He's took them from National League to on course for promotion to the Championship. Exactly. I've heard bad things. Well, there's always going to be bad things everywhere, man. There's always going to be bad people everywhere, dude. Doesn't matter how nice and how good the picket fences are, kid, and there's always going to be evil spirits. They'll come across to you like they're lovely. They will. They'll look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouth. But believe me, it does. Aberdeen's always been nice. Aberdeen's always been nice. The populace of Scotland, what Scotland people don't like are entitled loudmouths who are not from Scotland. Right, so if you go to Scotland and you're a loudmouth and you're like mouthing off, like the populace of Scotland don't appreciate that. And most people are like that, right? They're loud, they're, you know. Everywhere's nice. There's always a nice place everywhere. There's always someone nice in a horrible place, and there's always someone horrible in a nice place, man. You know, like the universe does that. That's why people in certain cities don't interact with anyone. Off Officer Ghost, I'll take it from here.
Hey, partner. I'll
Hey.
let you take care of the suspect. Thanks for your help.
You're very welcome. Now. Come here, ma'am.
Please cooperate. Taking you to the police station.
There we go.
Watch
In
out
you
for your
go.
head.
This is Patrol 4561. I'll deal with the accident.
We require an officer to take care of transporting an arrestee. Anyone available?
I'm on it.
Yep. Alright guys, let's got indicators on.
You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel, preferably of your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of a counsel, the government will provide you one. You understand these rights?
Alright. Officer Ghost, I'll take it from here.
Good to see you. Here's the suspect that needs to be transported to the precinct.
Oh,
Thank you for
yeah.
taking over.
You're very welcome. Oh yeah.
We have an emergency. Any available officers, please respond.
Please proceed with me to the police precinct.
There you go.
This is Patrol 4561 taking care of the accident.
There we go.
Please get in the car.
Is a unit available to transport an arrestee to the nearest precinct?
No, my car's full. Can't get any more. Alright. Let's read this person's rights. You always there in the mirror, look?
We need an officer to take care of a traffic stop. Can you do it?
Let's disable the call-outs. Have we got to get out the car? Wow.
You're taking too long. Sending another unit.
Disabled, there we go. Wow, the down D pad was the same as swap seats button. It was the same. Alright, please computer. Right, let's take these to... There we go. Indicators off.
You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel, preferably of your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of a counsel, the government will provide you one. You understand these rights?
Pull over. Pull over. Alright. Hello, sir. Do you have any idea why I pulled you over? You have a smoking tailpipe, sir.
You have been detained for driving a smoky vehicle.
I thought it looks cool. I'm sorry, officer.
Well, I've got something to tell you. It's not cool. Please see your ID and insurance.
Let me have a look at your ID and insurance card, please.
Ghost, how
Sure.
would
Here
you
you go, officer.
unblock a nose? Take your index finger and bend it. Place the palm of the index finger knuckle where the limb is, vertical. Place that over the bed of your nose on the right nostril so it squishes to the center. Not too hard, just ever so slightly. Breathe in real deep through the mouth and give it a good old nuzzle. But not too much, you don't want to give yourself a brain dizziness. But just little tiny like wonk wonk wonks, bullshit. So wonk wonk wonk, bullshit. I watched a YouTube video about a game that I've never had an interest in, and it's been out for a few years. Next time that I open my Xbox, there is an advert for the game. Look at this guy, looks like something out of Beverly Hills 90210. Oh, look at him, he's like, it's like Robbie Williams on his ID card from back in the day. Alright, please computer. Invalid insurance. His name's Chi. He was born in 1989. He's in his late 30s. Latino. He's got a gun permit. He's run stop signs and he litters. Alright, so he's got invalid insurance. Whoa, he's a year out of date. It's like over a year and a half out of date. What? I bet he's avoiding eye contact. Alright, step outside the vehicle, sir.
Please exit the vehicle and step to the sidewalk.
I know it does. Oh yes, sir, on your mobile. Oh yeah. Alright then, sir, what we're gonna do is we're gonna issue a violation, okay? So basically insurance. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you a verbal warning. If you're a month out of date, but you're a year and a half, so for that I'm issuing a ticket.
You're being charged for not carrying valid insurance.
I can't believe this is happening.
Well, it is. Alright, so what we need to do, let's see.
I will now fine you between $300 and $400 for driving with an excessively smoking tailpipe.
It is
Well,
excessive.
That just ruined my day.
I'll take a sample to check if you've taken drugs before driving.
Good. Alright, this is the kicker.
Please cooperate peacefully while I take a sample to check if you're drunk.
This is the kicker. Nowhere, no drugs, no drink. Brill. Good guy, well done. Insurance. Valid registration. No open warrants. He's had a smoking tailpipe and his insurance is out of date. He's lazy, but he's not done any drugs and he's not drinking, so I'm not going to do a search. Alright.
All clear. You're free to go. Stay safe and have a great day.
Caden, I don't think you had valid reason for the alcohol test. Well, in the state of Brighton, he had a smoking tailpipe, right? He had a smoking tailpipe, and he had invalid insurance. That means that basically if there was a school bus, students, elderly, a fun bus, a library bus, a family in a car, a school run, you, imagine you were driving and you look to the left slightly, and in your blind spot to your right, this guy just speeding, he comes around the corner with a smoking tailpipe. You panic, you press down on the brakes, you go forward a little bit and you hit your shoulder. Like, you're okay, but you know what I mean, you got a sore shoulder. That's unnecessary. That's unnecessary. You know, the guy's lazy. He's a skinflint. Therefore, because he hasn't got his car repaired, or fixed, or looked at, which means he hasn't had it MOT'd, he's got no insurance with it, which means that he's neglectful. Neglectful people neglect the well-being of others. Therefore, there was a chance he was drinking and doing drugs, because he hasn't done his car, because he's buying drugs. But he wasn't. He's just stupid. He's lazy and born idle, so I gave him a fine and I tested him for drugs and alcohol just in case, you know, he was spending money on that instead. So, as a police officer in the virtual world, it was my obligation for the community to make sure that this guy gets tested so he doesn't go out with a smoking tailpipe with no insurance. That means now he has to get his car repaired and he has to renew his insurance. Therefore, he knows now he won't get tested for alcohol or drugs. Maybe in the UK you don't. Maybe in the UK you just say, alright, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, a police officer in the UK, if they pull you over, all they got to say is you were, you know, to us, to our observation, you were just manoeuvring the car just in an odd manner. We were just concerned. You know, a police officer can do that, you know, and they'll say because of, like, you know, we're undergoing like checks, you know, we feel that it's right that we do a test, and a police officer can. Especially ones who are on the road patrolling, like in the UK. Like, even if you're sat down chilling, not even driving, and you've got a campfire, and you just sat there with your dog, they can come over and do a drug test to see you then if they wanted to. In the UK, it's just up to the police officer, really. The only reason they probably won't do it is because A, they don't want to create an escalator situation. They don't want you to run off afraid. They want your information. They want you to cooperate. They just want to know you're okay. Sat by a campfire. What's your name? Where do you live? Where do you work? Right? Once you answer those 3 questions to a police officer, your name, where you live and where you work, you tell them your date of birth, which you have to, a police officer will leave you alone. They'll just walk off, they'll say have a good night. It's when you don't do that. It's when you don't provide a police officer your name. It's when you don't provide a police officer your employer. It's when you don't give a backstory. It's when you don't explain yourself. That's when a police officer in the UK can probably do, you know, most checks. Search, alcohol checks, drugs, potential crime. You know, they can build an observation over just a perception, just by how someone sounds, right? Because if their alarm bells go off, if that spider sense goes off, as harmless or as serious as it is, at the end of the day, they have those they have a certain, like, obviously there's a line for everyone. I'm not qualified in that field, but like a police officer can, like, enforce the laws of the crown, and like in America of Congress, the president, right? Because that's who they do it for. You know what I mean? They do it for the president, really, if you think about it. The representative of Congress for the president in that area, in that province. You know, so I felt that it was justified, the check, because I've got 2 people in the back of my car for drugs and alcohol, and I thought, well, this guy might do as well. Can't you repeat yourself about the block nose? The block nose? Rewind the stream? Right? Like, you not snip it? Why can't no one get them pair of scissors anymore? On my channel, why are them pair of scissors gone? I must have pressed something. I must have pressed something. Oh, did you like? Cool. Been an absolute struggle trying to get people's attention on this platform this past month. Well, I stopped streaming, didn't I, on the 5th of January because it was shattered. You know that I speak off the cuff. Can't remember what I said properly, you know. I watched an old video as well of mine that PUBG Daisy Encounters. Whoa, that was 2016 to 2018. I was playing H1Z1, PUBG, Daisy, and what else did I play on it? There's another fighting thing I did. Battlefield 4. The games I played back then, I was like, whoa, and I was all about shooting targets. Like, that's what I did back then, 2016, with me mates from college. Back in the day there, we knew from college. It's like, it's what we do every excuse me, every like blue moon, might get on Battlefield. And I just couldn't believe the games I play now is just completely different. Like 6 to 8 years ago. Completely different. Your grandmother wants to go out for a meal with you. Good. Good. That's nice. Go out for a meal with Grandma. Nothing wrong with Grandma. Never knew my grandma. Well, I did, but I didn't. It's like one of them, just send money. I used to say, like, just go, Mum, like, where's Grandma? You know, in Scotland, like, it's like, where's Grandma? She's like, you know, at him. Not him, is obviously home. And she sent me like 50 quid. She did. Grandma, like Christmas, birthday, Easter, open that card, 50 quid fell out. Easter, open that card at birthday, 50 quid fell out. Open that card up, 50 quid. Christmas, birthday, Easter, another family relative, 30 quid. another one, 30 quid. I'm not messing. They never came to see us. Like, they never came to see me. No, we always went to see them whenever my mum did. But did they ever come in? No, it was either 50 quid, sometimes even 60. Sometimes even 60 quid. And I've got 2 brothers. You know what I'm saying? 2 older brothers. Like, I think the most challenging thing for me is when my oldest brother got a pair of Nike Air Max on my birthday. That, you know, and I was only a child. I was only young at the time, and I tell you something, I didn't know how to handle that in my mind. As a youngster, I was just so, like, confused. Because my oldest brother's birthday was a month after mine. It's not as if I got a pair of trainers on their birthdays. You know what I'm saying? But he did. He did. He did. He certainly did. I remember bringing that up as an adult to my mum. I think I was facetious, you know. I think I was very facetious because I think my mum wanted something or needed something doing or something, I don't know. Like, I think it was something to do with, like, friends at school or something, and I knew that my mum could only go there if I went there. You know, like this thing, like a thing at school or something, like an after club where you played bingo and beetle and stuff. I used to do stuff like that me when I was young. Like, it's wrong now, like I wouldn't never do that, but it's just like growing up on the planet, you know what I mean? Having like having those like what's the word called? Past like transgressions when you discover transgression for the first time ever.
Please stay calm
as a youngster. Go on, sir, in the cell you go now. I don't know what you did. Well, it had something to do with drinking drugs, so relax. Alright, we've got another offender. So yeah, I'd go and see your grandma. So all I got was 50 quid.
Time to go to the police.
You know what, it was great though, because I remember going and buying like toys and that. I did think of my grandma when I was buying the toys, so I guess it worked. Money talks, right? Money talks, man. Obviously I love my grandma. You know, I love my grandma. Even though with that, and even with the trainers, I still love my mum. You know, I still care about my brother. Both of them. You know, I loved my mum.
Stay here until further notice.
It's all part of growing up, I suppose. It's about learning your place in the world, knowing that you're not that important, really. I suppose that's what they were telling me. You know, it's just like, just felt a bit weird at the time. I think I got like a dinosaur. No, like a big dinosaur. Like, I remember, I think it had something to do with Jurassic Park, maybe. But it was like this big dinosaur. Like, I'd say about half a metre long. Half a metre in length, this Tyrannosaurus Rex. And she probably just gave you money because she didn't know what you would want. Exactly. Of course, my man. Money talks. I know what I want though. I know what I want. I wonder how many people away we actually are from knowing each other, if you know what I mean. It can't be that many. I wonder how many people are away. Oh yeah. I think I know what you're saying. Like, you know them, it's family, but you don't know them. Like you could, like, dislike them. For all you know. You just might grow to dislike them. Maybe that's why my mum kept us away. Maybe that distance generated that transaction. You know what I'm saying? But it's years ago and I was a child. So, you know, if it was now, I wouldn't even care because I work full time. I have my own money, you know. Everyone in Aberdeen knows each other. You meaning like... Oh yeah, or like in Aberdeen or something, or somewhere in Scotland you might know someone who knows me, like, yeah. Well, even if the crazy coincidence were, you know, that did happen and I was in Scotland, the only way you would know it was me is by how I sound. It's my voice. It's the only thing you'll be picking up on. And the first thing you'll say is, "Are you Ghost?" You know, you just got to be careful if someone does sound like me talking to you. You can't just assume, you know. You gotta like say, you know, do you have a YouTube channel? Have you got a YouTube channel? do you stream? Oh yeah. Well, that's just life, that. Yeah, but you do though. You do know me, man. I'm on this platform, right? I'm on this platform, you know. And just because you don't know, like, what someone looks like, you know, I don't know if you ever connected or broadcasted with anyone over the radio, right? If you connect with someone over a frequency, through friendship, you know, encounters, strangers, whatever, you know, you will not know someone, you will come across their frequency on the radio, and a year later you are best friends, but you didn't know who they were. I'm just saying this as an example. But just because they don't know what each other looks like, they are, through character and the radio, the best friends. You know, like, that guy will say to his wife and kids, like, I'm going on the radio speaking to such and such. Do you know what I'm saying? And the wife will be happy with that. He's got a friend on the radio. There's nothing better. That's what wives wanted their husbands to do back in the day when radios were like that, the CB radios. It's just that YouTube's just a more advanced version. You can just see what I'm playing. But just imagine it's a radio broadcast. You don't need to know what I look like. I'm just a normal guy. Just a little bit good looking, a tiny bit good looking, but not that much. Just a slim guy. He's got a button nose and chocolate hair with brown eyes. Got a big forehead. You know what I mean? High cheekbones and all that stuff with the slim cheeks and all that. You know? Used to have really bad spots when I was a teenager. Really bad spots. Used to get called pizza face. And all them girls that called me pizza face in high school, all laughing at me, were all chasing me in the high school reunions. So I guess it all goes full circle, guys. And it doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how tall you are. It doesn't matter what. All it matters is that as long as you're you, that's all you need to do. Is just be you. And if you're always you, no one can ever take that away from you. And if you work on yourself, like go to the gym and get bigger or whatever, if that works for you, then do that. Me, I don't need to do that. You know what I mean? Girls don't care about that with me. They don't give two iotas about it. Sometimes they might do. Depends on how they're feeling, I suppose. But normally, no, they don't care. And you guys shouldn't care. You guys shouldn't care what people look like either, even though your human behaviour draws you to it. You wanna love people for who they are, you know. You wanna be attracted to people for who they are. It's difficult to do that. It's difficult to be attracted to someone about who they are and to actually be, like, interested. It's difficult. But you know what? When it happens, it's magic. Absolute magic. And you're not even emotional when you do it. It's just your chemicals. It's your chemicals, you know what I mean? You know, there's libidinous, isn't there? And there's there's a compatibility, you know, because when you're drawn to a character, that is more compelling than being drawn to the physical, like to the physicality of the character. So all they've got to do is not brush their teeth for 2 days and you won't go near them. All they got to do, they could look perfect, and if they like don't wear a particular clothing you like, or they don't brush their teeth and they don't do the hair, and they just look like an absolute state, you'd be physically put off. And if they're an horrible person, you're going to be put off twice, right? But if the lovely people, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's all chemistry. This platform, it's just like full on, right? Full on. The competitive streak. There's so many options. You know, so many options. But as long as you're you, it's just called life there. What did he do now? Red light.
I pulled you over because you ran a red light.
I don't usually drive like that. I'm really sorry.
ID and vehicle insurance card, please.
Can I see your ID and insurance, please? Thank you, sir. Mid-30s. Early 30s. 30 actually. Running red lights at 30. Shouldn't be running red lights at any age with an invalid registration. Thank you, sir.
Please step out of the vehicle and walk to the sidewalk.
Alright, sir. Alright. You ran a red light. I'm going to give you a ticket for that because everyone gets a ticket for riding a red light.
I have to fine you for running a red light. It will cost you between $120 and $250.
You're ruining my day.
Well, you could have killed someone, so... Also... You have... Where is it? Where are you? The car. Expired license plate. A ticket for that?
I have to fine you for having an expired license plate. It will cost you between $50 and $250.
I should have stayed at home.
Really, sir? You should have done. Oh, it looks really sad. Well...
All right, let me just check to
'Cause
see
he
if
won a
you're
red
under
light?
the influence of alcohol.
Ooh, he's had a sip. It could be mouthwash. Thank you, sir.
I'll just need to take a sample to determine if you're under the influence of any illicit substances.
Good, good. Well done, sir. Hmm. Looks in tip-top condition. Well done, sir. The bonnet's on, the wheels are intact. Alright. car's in good condition. He's been quite pleasant, and he's really sad.
All right, you can go now. Drive safe.
All right. Oh my. That was Grand Theft Auto 6. That person would have got a machine gun. Nice car. What is it with people ignoring red lights?
I stopped you for blowing through a red light.
I thought I heard a siren behind me.
May I please see some ID and insurance, please?
I need to see your driver's license and registration, please.
Yeah, sure, officer.
I love Newcastle Brown. Especially when I go out, like, for parties and stuff. Like, it's only once in a blue moon. It's either brandy and coke or Nuki Brown. Alright, Jordan, let's see. Alright, a warrant out for his arrest. For is it money laundering? Thank you very much, Jordan. Alright, Jordan. Step out the vehicle.
Slowly step out of the car and move to the sidewalk, please. Hi.
Alright, Jordan. You ran a red light.
Here's a traffic light violation ticket. That will be between $120 and $250.
I didn't expect it to be that expensive.
The law is expensive, Jordan. The law is expensive, especially when it comes down to you putting other people at harm, especially in this community. I'm not going to stand for it. This police officer isn't going to stand for it. None of the community is going to stand for it. It's the way it goes.
Okay, let's just check if you're under the influence of alcohol.
Good, good. So you're just entitled, Jordan. You're just entitled. Well, I want to know if you've been taking any methamphetamine.
I just need to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any illegal substances.
Good. And by the way, there's an open warrant for your arrest, Jordan.
I have to arrest you for having an open warrant.
What?
I know for money laundering, Jordan. Money laundering. I'm gonna need you to come with me.
Please stay calm so we can go to the police precinct.
This way, sir. Watch your head.
Watch your head, please.
Careful now. What are you doing? Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Ma'am. Alright, I'm gonna need a tow truck.
I have a car here that needs towing. Please send a tow truck to my current location.
Tow truck will be at your location as soon as possible.
I'm not searching the vehicle. I'll let the police department do that. I don't have any right to search the vehicle.
You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel, preferably of your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of a counsel, the government will provide you one. Do you understand these rights?
Wicked. Alright, this guy seems to have it under control. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Your shift is over, officer.
Really? Whoa, what a... Absolutely belting. Let's take this guy in. Alright, where am I going? So we gotta do a U-turn. Turn off those lights. It's a good game, this. It's a good game. People do like it. It's just hard to digest. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna get a drink though. Since I've been taking those vitamin D supplements as well, like, feeling a lot more energy through the day. Oh, I had a Newcastle Brown with the 1%. It could have been mouthwash. Barbers. There's a reason there is so many on every high street in the UK, and most of them are cash only. All the barbers. Yeah. Cash is king. Always will be. It's been around for 2,000 years plus. These peeps just want to get rid of it because they want to control people. They just, like, want to control finance. They want to control everything. Because they want to sit there like the Wizard of Oz, really. That's what the world we live in, kind of like a Wizard of Oz. Because everyone's chasing courage, love, and intelligence. And in the end, money. You know what I mean? Because that is what the Wizard of Oz is. The classic. You know, the witch represents a debt. Right? So the witch is like a debt. The yellow brick road is like your tenure with your loan. Do you know what I mean? And if I remember rightly, it had something to do with hurricanes. So, like, controlling the weather, controlling how people dream, controlling how people sleep, controlling what people want, controlling what people need. Like, you know, you like ancient Rome, right? What did they want in ancient Rome? What was the main thing that everyone wanted, right? A soul. Proof that it exists. Money and power and security, right? Okay. Which embodies the soul. Without those things, the person wouldn't exist or would cease to exist, right? Yeah, like a paradise afterwards, or a place to go with family. You know what I mean? That same things you want, nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is that we walk around with energy-powered tablets. Because that's how a Roman would look at it. It's like a stone tablet that illuminates. So the way that a Roman would explain it, an ancient Roman, would be people walking around with miniature stone tablets that seem to glow like the sun in their faces. And there are many angels, and there are many gods and titans witnessed within these stone marbled lights from the sun in their hands. You know, the term smartphone wouldn't even come into their mind. They won't even think a device. They won't know what a device is. A device to them is a ballista or a bow and arrow. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, even though they said things differently and they'll view things differently, they still wanted the same things that you want. You know what I mean? It's been theorized Rome weren't far off the steam engine. Well, I'd say they knew about velocity. They knew how thrust and torque, and they knew that mass was deadly. They knew the atom or the molecule existed. They didn't know what to call it. But I guess that they knew that if they kept ripping a piece of paper in half and kept doing it, where is there a point where you can no longer rip the paper? You know what I'm saying? It's like they knew about that. But they didn't know about pressure. They knew about pressure, how heat worked, but they didn't know how to turn that heat pressure to make something move. And if it did move, it would have massive consequence. Massive consequence. The only thing they knew that moved like that was a ship. That's the only thing to them that moved was on water. Water was the thing that made things move. Land is what made things walk. Birds fly, angels fly, man walks or sails the seas. You know? So there's like oh, this platform is such a challenge. YouTube is such a challenge. Oh.
Let's take you to the cell.
As a patrol officer, your duty never really ends.
Okay, it's time for you to get in the cell.
Alright, let's call it in. It's end of the shift. So, I guess the driving shifts are a lot more fun, I guess. There we go. Oh, zero conduct. Wicked. Oh, if you do something wrong, you just have so much kudos taken from you. Wow, look at this. Look at all this stuff I did correct. Here we are, right? Someone said that I was wrong before. Right, so justified pull over, justified detainment for the red light, justified an ID check, justified a ticket for running red light, justified a drug under the influence, alcohol and drugs, look, both negative. Justified. Justified, Caden. Justified an open warrant arrest. Justified escorting criminals. It was all justified. Everything. Look, everything was. ID. Alcohol. Drugs. Justified. So I did alright, right? Whoa, is this like a Brixton? I've been there. Let's go, Brixton. Hang on a minute, I think in Brixton you've got to start from the basics again. So let's do this. Whoever invented cat litter boxes was a weirdo. Well, it's either that or your face. Because that's what they do, cats. When you're asleep. They rub the scent, cats. Dogs just lick you. Slobber all over you, bark, jump on you, want you to stroke them. A cat does that to you. The cat does it to you. That's the difference with cats. You don't stroke a cat. You pet a cat. You pet it. You can't stroke a cat. Can't cradle a cat. You can nurture a cat and pet a cat. But that's as far as you'll get. No cats have to be taught. That normally they just do it. Yeah. Well. There's that litter box and there's the other litter box. Which is you. Because if you gave the cat free rein, right? They rub their glands all over, like, you when you're asleep. Like, they do it, that's why they stroke you, like, they walk beside you. You don't go up to a cat and go, "Hey, how you doing, Whiskers?" Whiskers comes up to you. Strokes you out of its side, strokes you like that. I could sink my teeth in the muscle, or if I went for a hunt, I could just like, I can smell like this person's eating meat. You know, like the cat can smell the blood from a human, even when it's in your body. A cat can smell it. Even a dog can. Even a dog can smell it. Smells it clear as day. Believe me, dogs can, cats can. Blood is everything to an animal. That's the heroin. Remember, that's the opium to a red-blooded lion. That's why in the movie Madagascar, the lion tastes blood, and the shark from Shark's Tale, once that shark smells blood, there's no stopping it. And that's what 100% of meat-eating animals are. If they're omnivores, not too bad. But if they're just meat-eaters, like lions and cats, oof. Yeah, but too much blood can kill an animal. If an animal eats too much blood, it can kill the animal. It can send the animal mad. Absolutely mad. No, but it's in the third person sense, man. It's more like for entertainment value. You know, it's like a story about a cat's behaviour. It's more, you're not supposed to take it as a logical scientific endeavour. You're supposed to take it like it's a story of a cat that basically all they love is to smell blood, taste blood, eat birds, eat prey, eat blood, meat, territory. Cats. You don't think house cats drink blood? No, but they want to. Nothing worse than an indoor cat turning into an outdoor cat. And there's nothing worse than an outdoor cat turning into an indoor cat. We're doing downtown again. A new day. Let's see. Baytown, Conway. Alright, Conway is like Conway Castle, right? Longshanks, Conway Patrol, Conway. 40 minutes. It will be 11 o'clock when we're finished. A feral cat. Well, they're all the same to me. Feral or domestic. The feral is in there. It's just in a cage. Just don't trust cats. I'm not a cat person, am I? So I'm a dog person. Alright, my car is the yellow and blue one. Where is it? There it is. Yellow and blue. There you are. It's more like a highway one, but I like it. Oh yeah, good night, mate. Do they have the life, eh? Ah, let's see.
I've pulled you over for not using your turn signal.
Guilty as charged.
I'm sure you are, sir. Can I see some ID and registration and insurance, please?
Let me see your driver's license, and if available, this vehicle's insurance, please.
Okay, officer. There you go.
Alright then, Steve. How you doing? Let's see. So your license is in check, and your insurance got expired in May, but it's next year. Let's see. It's your registration that's not valid. I thought there was something. Guy's in his late 20s. Alright then, so it's registration. Alright.
Slowly step out of the car and move to the sidewalk, please.
Alright, sir. Alright, you didn't use a turn signal. Alright.
I will now fine you between $50 and $250 for having an expired license plate.
I didn't expect it to be that expensive.
Oh, he's really upset. Thing is though, he's not using a turn. Like, someone could have had a crash there. Could have been a crash. I know there wasn't, but there could have been. He was lucky. So, okay, that's that. So, what's next? He looks like he's swaying. He looks high. He looks really high.
Okay, let's just check if you're under the influence of alcohol.
Whoa! He's wasted.
I just need to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any illegal substances.
God.
I have to arrest you for driving under the influence of alcohol.
What?
Kindly cooperate for a pat-down. I need to do a search on you to see if you're carrying anything illegal.
A handgun, a shoe, a woman's... He's got a woman's shoe. That is weird.
I'm escorting you to the police precinct. Watch your head, please.
Do you think we have a justified search? We do? Oh my goodness. He's got marijuana. 0.5 grams. A ninja star. Makeup, a stiletto, human teeth.
Let's take you to the cell.
Oh, one thingy, but he had a ninja star, right? Is a ninja star legal?
I'll escort you to the police precinct now. Mind your head. I have a car here that needs towing. Please send a tow truck to my current location.
A wrecker has already been dispatched to your location.
Oh, wicked.
You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel, preferably your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of a counsel, the government will provide you one. You understand these rights?
You know why I pulled you over? Hey, hello there. pulled you over because you have a smoking tailpipe.
The reason I have to detain you is for driving with a smoking tailpipe.
Sorry, officer. I hope I didn't cause any harm.
Please exit the vehicle, ma'am.
Slowly step out of the car and move to the sidewalk, please. Show me your license and car insurance, please.
Okay, officer. There you go.
Thanks, ma'am. Well, hello, Sora. Early 30s? Thank you. Sora?
I'm not gonna fine you and just let you go with a verbal warning.
Thank you, officer.
You're very welcome, Sora, but you've got an open warrant, sweetheart.
I have to arrest you for having an open warrant.
Please, officer.
It's a shame, Sora. You're a lovely person. Alright, you're driving a really dodgy van. Alright, let's have a look here. So, I'm gonna have to perform a search. But first...
Kindly
frisk.
cooperate for a pat-down. Please cooperate for a search procedure.
Scott, handcuff call, violation, liability. What happens if you take off the handcuffs? Will I remove conduct
I'm
points?
taking those handcuffs off.
Thank you.
Let's have a look, see if it does. I need to test it. No, it doesn't.
All right, I'm just collecting a sample to check if you've had any alcohol while driving. Please allow me to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any drugs.
No, she's just tired. Wow, alright.
You're being arrested for having an open warrant.
What? No, this is unbelievable!
Will you lose conduct? No, alright. Cool.
I'll escort you to the police precinct now. Mind your head.
Watch yourself, ma'am. Do we justify a search? Yep. What's she got? Glasses, a pocket ball, candy, and human teeth. Whoa. What's in the passenger seat? A pocket knife. Oh, she's got... Well, she's got one in the car, so we can't really do anything. It's not on her person. It's in a van. So we can't really do her for that.
Hey, hey! Pull over to the side of the road! Hey, hey! Pull over to the side of the road! You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel, preferably of your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of a counsel, the government will provide you one. You understand these rights?
My goodness.
The reason I have to detain you is for driving with a smoking tailpipe.
I knew I would get caught. Damn it.
Show me your license and car insurance, please.
Okay, officer. There you go.
Thank you. Alright, Austin. Ah.
Slowly step out of the car and move to the sidewalk, please.
Thanks, Austin. Whoa, he's swaying everywhere.
Okay, let's just check if you're under the influence of alcohol.
Wow.
I just need to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any illegal substances. I have to arrest you for driving under the influence of alcohol.
You're
Oh,
under
come
arrest,
on.
Austin.
You must be kidding me.
Well, I'm not.
Kindly cooperate for a pat-down.
No guns. Well,
I need to do a search on you to see if you're carrying anything illegal.
it's justified search.
You're being arrested for carrying a switchblade with you.
You're a terrible cop.
No, he had a switchblade on him, and I just got conducts for it. That's a glitch. That is a glitch.
I'm escorting you to the police precinct. I have a car here that needs towing. Please send a tow truck to my current location.
Tow truck will be at your location as soon as possible.
Backup requested to take a suspect into custody. I repeat, backup requested.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
I'll soon be at your location. I just parked nearby. I'll take charge of the suspect. Please cooperate and come with me to the police van.
I have no choice.
I have a vehicle here for towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
Tow truck will arrive at your location shortly, officer.
God. Got away with it for now. Excuse me.
Time to go to the cell. Please stay calm.
Alright, Sora.
Time to go to the cell.
It's a shame she's a teacher. Career's ruined. They'll never hire her again in America. Or anywhere. Brutal. Absolutely
here until-
brutal. Oh, I got some conduct points. No. Made some errors. Oh, I'm always learning, I tell you. Always learning. Alright, screen's gonna go blue. Wow, 10 to 11, eh? Time passes so quickly. Alright. Okay. Any control options? Ah, that's cool. Whoa, that's the steering wheel I wanted for Christmas. Yes. Oh, green light, he's lucky there.
over, officer.
I got one more thing to do.
The reason I pulled you over is because you weren't respecting the speed limit.
I'm quite sure that I respected the speed limit.
Oh, I lost the conduct points, even though my intuitions told me she was steering.
Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Can't perform police brutality. Oh, but we got rewarded for pulling her over though. Maybe there was another option in there that I could have selected that was more appropriate for that pullover. I've just got to learn the policies.
You've been detained for driving a smoky vehicle.
I thought it was fixed.
Let me see your ID and, if available, this vehicle's insurance, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
Arnie Holmes.
I'm not going to give you a ticket. I'm just going to leave you with a verbal warning this time.
I appreciate your kindness, officer.
You can leave now. Have a great day.
I lost a lot of conduct points there. Don't know how that happened. I don't know what I did. But I'm not impressed. Not impressed with myself. A liability reason and detainment for speeding. We'll do a foot patrol. I think you get more points though with the car patrols. I always thought. Hey, Sean. How you doing, Sean? I'm just taking a break. Police officer, Constable Ghost. Taking a break. Going over the maps and the sites. Enjoying the map screen? Constable Ghost is just taking a break. Anyone got any questions? No worries. I do my best to entertain you guys. I do. At the moment I'm making a smoke, so feel free. Oh yeah. You mentioned the thunderstorms the other day. Are they still going? Kaboom. Ka-clap. Shazam. Hope you're alright though, man. I think you were here before, but you disappeared. I've got a drink. It's Wednesday tomorrow, isn't it? Hope you like the map screen though. This is where my patrols are. Car patrol and foot patrol. I've been preferring the car patrols. They have been more rewarding and fun as well, because you can pull people over. I do like going on foot patrol though, because you can get out your police camera and you can get your speed camera for the police. That's pretty cool. Put up traffic cones and do traffic stops. It's pretty unique. You got a handgun. You got a phaser. Which I thought was pretty cool. Because I always thought that like tasers, you know, you can rugby tackle offenders. I don't like to use that taser though. Don't like using it. Don't want to hurt those people. I think it's cruel. Like, in the game, you know. You've actually got a pistol as well, so I guess that you're going to come across some shootouts. It's going to happen. I've just not earned that. I'm not in that kind of danger zone. They haven't put me there yet. I guess we're still a rookie. I'm still making mistakes though. I'm still making errors. And this is only a fraction of the map, by the way. The map goes on all the way up there. Look, you can see just the phase of it. It's actually quite big. This is another district. There's other districts, plenty others, all across. Hopefully when you complete the game you'll have it all. You know, but what's the point though? You may as well just stick to a district.
Obviously I fucked it off. Fucking bollocks. That was nice.
We've received complaints about speeding drivers, officer. Perhaps you can pay special attention to that.
Confirmed.
Can't sit down. No time to sit down. This guy can though.
What's up, officer?
Hey,
Excuse me. So the car belongs to Arturo. And invalid registration. So that's 6 Victor Oscar Quebec 04. Alright, so he's got invalid registration. Who littered?
Nice to see you, officer.
Hey.
hey there.
invalid registration and an expired ID. So I don't normally like playing traffic warden, but at the end of the day, people pay to park, pay a lot of money to park. Expired ID, insurance fraud. Alright, let's see if...
Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
Yeah.
I have a vehicle here that needs towing.
Tow truck will be at your location shortly.
Excuse me. Very dry. Very, very dry. I got my sense of smell back, thank goodness. At least that weird halfway between nose smell and smell has gone. You know when you start smelling like your own smell in your nose. I don't know if that makes any sense. Smelling your own smell in your nose, but I definitely did. It's gone now. Hey, sir. Oh, Central Park. Well, a mini version of it anyway. Oh, it looks pretty decent graphics, you know. If you look at it. You can see GTA 6 being like similar. Bit more detail, bit more organics, a lot more birds flying around. Imagine like loads of birds, dogs running in streets and stuff, people everywhere. I wonder if you could like abseil skateboard.
I've got a car here that needs towing. Can you send a wrecker to my current location?
Sure, it'll be with you shortly.
What? That is a taxi? It's a taxi zone? Are you telling me that's a taxi?
Officer, I'm looking for the motel. Can you please point me in the right direction?
For sure. Let me check the map.
I appreciate your help, officer, but this is not what I was looking for. This one is too far away.
They're all too far away. All of them are.
Hey, officer.
Hello to you two.
invalid insurance.
I have a vehicle that needs towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location, please?
Tow truck will be at your location as soon as possible.
I have a vehicle that needs towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location, please?
A wrecker has already been dispatched to your location.
Hi.
Hi, citizen.
Ah, fake ID.
Can you send a tow truck to my current location? I have a vehicle here that needs towing.
A wrecker will be there in a couple of minutes.
What? It says it had an expi- That's a bug, that. I'm tired of these bugs. It's saying that it had an expired registration plate. I fine them for it and then I get conducted for it. Doesn't make any sense. Must be a glitch. Maybe gotta load out and load back in. Excuse me. Who littered?
Nice to see you, officer.
Even that was glitched out. Nice game though. Really nice game. Nice graphics. I'd give it like... For systems, 7 out of 10 for systems. Like, you know, the whole systems, how it all works, I'd say 7 out of 10. Manoeuvring, I'd say 5.5 out of 10. For manoeuvrability, that's like immersion with the car, you're walking, how you interact with NPCs in the world. I still think it's only halfway there. I don't think it's fully there. I don't think they've fully pushed this game to the limits. I think they've just gone, you know what, it's fine as it is. And you know what, probably it is, but you could definitely do with more polish. But like, for example, these systems, you hold L1, it aims on the reg plate, you go over, you press the big chunky tab, you press R1 and it brings up the personal computer of the person who owns the car. You can look to see if there's any status on the car, so it's got valid insurance, it's not been reported stolen, the person hasn't got a warrant for their arrest. There's a lot of different variables, so that's what I really like about this game.
Your shift is over, officer.
Can you send a tow truck to my current location? I have a vehicle here that needs towing.
Tow truck will be at your location shortly.
Bless me, that came out of nowhere. It's concerning.
Oh yeah.
Oof. It doesn't matter. I'm off duty. Technically there's no point in doing anything. Wow. Alright then, thank you very much for watching. Good night and God bless. See you again in the next stream.